Those of you that are like me probably have a challenging time with aquatic fragrances, but not all aquatic fragrances are full of the synthetic notes of calone or like have an overdose of melon notes in there where it just goes really, really on the bad end of aquatic fragrances. But there is a fragrance from a house that I have not spoken about that I've recently discovered called Omer. This one right here, from a house called Pekji. This is a house created by owner Ömer Ipekçi, a Turkish brand, and I really like this one, and I wanted to tell you all about it because it's a very, very unique aquatic fragrance, and it also hints at a little bit of a couple of other fragrances that I'm a big fan of. So if you want to find out about Omer from Pekji, plus have a chance at winning 3 times discovery sets of the 5 fragrances from this house, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time landing on my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and of course participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. And yes, you know this about me, I have a challenging time with aquatic fragrances, but I have been opening up to them, I have been embracing them, and I have been enjoying them more and more lately. But still, the aquatic fragrances that have an overdose of calone in it, I really cannot tolerate a lot. And I'm sure a lot of you are like that as well. Just something about those notes just don't work with my chemistry. So it almost it takes me to the point of like choking. I don't know if that happens with you guys, but that's the experience I have when it's like overdosed in like seaweed or just a synthetic calone note does that for me. So that I kind of avoid those kind of notes. But here with Omer, it's a very, very unique aquatic fragrance. So unique that even though it's, you know, marketed as an aquatic fragrance, I don't think for me is so much of an aquatic fragrance as it is. It says it's an aromatic aquatic, but I think for me it's more of like an aromatic woody or aromatic floral fragrance experience with light hints of the aquatic touches. And it's not even like, I guess I wouldn't even call it like marine notes. I wouldn't call it something like it smells like the sea. To me it's more like the saltiness of the sea. But let me tell you a little details about Omer. So this is a 2015 launch from the house of Pekji. Omer Ipekçi is the perfumer owner of the brand Pekji, and this is called Omer, E-A-U-M-E-R. I kind of like a play on his own name of Omer, O-M-E-R. So 2015 launch, a 50 ml bottle is $140. They're currently sold at Lucky Scent here in the States, but of course I'll have links to Lucky Scent and of course the Pekji website. As I said, this is an aromatic aquatic or floral aquatic. For me, it's more of a aromatic woody or aromatic floral fragrance. So what do we have for notes here? We have ambergris, anise, bergamot, Haitian vetiver, herbs, jasmine, lavender, lime, mastic, and musk. I also want to say this has one of the most gorgeous dry downs. It's one of those dry downs that when it dries down and I get whiffs of it, I go, what the heck am I smelling? That smells so good. So a lot of fragrances do that and a lot of fragrances do not do that. And sometimes I'm more of a top notes person where I really love how the fragrance smells when you first spray it, and then as it's drying down you don't think twice about it. This one actually is a great start and a great finish. Very, very unique. But the fragrance starts out salty, like it's a salty experience from at the very top. I think it's coming from that ambergris note, and from my experience and from my research, the fragrance is not broken down into top, heart, and base notes. I just noticed that they're just displayed as basic notes. But from my experience at the top, I get that saltiness, and I think that saltiness is what's giving this the aquatic experience. So salty anise, I get lots of anise at the top, and the fragrance goes into a very green direction. So this is a green fragrance, very, very unique for an aquatic. Again, I'm not experiencing like that marine type stuff here, and not throughout any of the fragrance, but it's a more clean, even in the fact that going to a very, very cleaned, recently polished marble kind of interior. And this is when it starts reminding me of this fragrance right here from the Imaginary Authors, Mosaic. This actually apparently has the notes of marble or something like shiny and marbly in it, which I really love. And I get that experience here with this. It's very, very shiny, polished surfaces, marble, almost like a spa where everything is made out of marble and is clean, because when you go to a spa you want to go and enjoy and be clean, and I get that kind of experience here, but it's very, very, very green. The bergamot does come in. There's a lot of citruses here, but still the anise for me is driving the fragrance, and I'm very, very sensitive to anise. Being Middle Eastern, you consume it, you utilize it in cooking, and of course liqueurs and things like that. I get very, very sensitive to it, and I love that about it because it's very, very unique. So you get that salty kind of an anise experience to start, and then the citrus kicks in, but then all of a sudden you get this earthy vetiver, slightly smoky come in and kind of give the fragrance a little unique twist to it, because you think it's going to go fresh, but then you get that smoky, earthy, woody vetiver come in. Now there's a lot of herbs in here. I get like different nuances and hints of different styles of herbs. It does say herbs, not mentioning exactly what kind of herbs they are. I get sage, and I get lots of dill, fennel, and tarragon. Nothing like rosemary, nothing like mint, just experiencing those kind of herbs. Perhaps it's because it's laced with a lot of anise. I'm getting very sensitive to anise, and a lot of those herbs that I mentioned besides the sage, like dill, fennel, tarragon, go in kind of like an anisey, licoricey kind of a direction. But I get hints of different unique twists of dill, fennel, tarragon in here when I'm experiencing the herbs. But then you get jasmine. Jasmine is huge here, and it gives it a floral twist to the fragrance. There's a lot of lavender also in addition to the herbs that I mentioned, so sort of kind of just becoming like a floral herb fragrance. Within the background you have all that anise still popping in, but the fragrance dries down to and I think this is when I'm experiencing that shiny, polished experience, the mastic resin. A mastic resin is kind of a bitter resin, but mixed with that musk at the base, I think is when I'm experiencing this like very, very polished, clean surfaces and interiors. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's kind of what I get with this. Another fragrance that this kind of reminds me of also is Ambra Calabria. They're nothing alike, just the experience of the fragrance kind of goes in that kind of direction. And also Ambra Calabria has a little bit of jasmine in it as well, so it does have a very green jasmine experience, and this one is an ultra green fragrance. I think what stands out with this one is the greenness. Like everything is so green here, but then again you got that saltiness from the ambergris, and then lots of anise, and anise is a green note to begin with, so it's very, very unique and very, very interesting. If you like it clean smelling, if you like it very, very polished, shiny kind of experience with fragrances, then Omer is the one for you to try from this house. Now I've sampled samples from the house, and there are some very, very interesting fragrances here. There's a patchouli. I believe there's also an amber that I really responded very, very positively to. But this is a great one to wear in the summertime. The other great thing about this one, wearing it in the summertime, it's got legs. It's kind of one of those freshies that you can actually wear and have it last a long time. So that's my thoughts on Omer. I don't know if you guys have sampled this house, Pekji, but check them out. Like I said, they're sold at Lucky Scent currently. I think they're an exclusive seller at Lucky Scent currently. One more thing I want to point out is about the bottle. The bottle is very, very unique. As you can see, it's tall and rectangular, but there's the name on the front, but on the back there's all this kind of writing. As you can see, I can't make it out without my glasses, of course. Even with glasses I wasn't able to make it out. But what's unique here is what's on the side. You've got all the notes written on the side, and you also have the size of the bottle and all that good stuff. So I absolutely love that about fragrances, because I want to know what's in fragrances. I want to break it down. I want to experience I want to learn what I'm experiencing, and this helps a lot. If you have the notes on fragrances, brands, if you guys are watching, put the dang notes on your fragrances, because I love that about it. Because a lot of the databases are not correct, and you're like actually researching fragrances, and then they're like complete wrong notes, and here they've put the attention to detail and, you know, given us all the important information about a fragrance, and I like that about it. Anyway, this is my thoughts on Omer. If you want to participate in our giveaway, it's a worldwide giveaway. We have 3 times discovery set. Currently at Lucky Scent there's 5 fragrances, but I believe the brand has other fragrances. I'm not sure what you're going to win, but you are getting 3 times discovery set worldwide. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Please make sure you're subscribed and your notifications on, because people still don't claim prizes and I can't chase you down guys. If you want to find out about my giveaway announcements, I always post the announcements on my Facebook page. You can always go there and see what the latest announcements are. And also I reply to your comment if you end up being a winner. And of course I also put a comment at the very latest comments on this same video. So if you're participating and you are a winner, and you will get a comment back from me saying you won, then there's also going to be an additional comment separate announcing the winners, and then finally on my Facebook page I will also announce winners there as well, so you can find out that way. But to participate in the giveaway, let me know what your thoughts are about Omer and what your favorite summer aquatic fragrance is. Put that down. Please put your country as well so that we can qualify you. Other than that, if you have any questions or comments about Omer, or you've tried the brand and you want to, you know, let me know, please put that down. And otherwise, please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.